Welcome back, troglodytes, to your daily dose of guitar information, the Trogly's Guitar Show. We got some unboxings today. 3 of them here. I think UPS is scheduled to deliver another one that's coming from overseas. But let's go ahead and dive into here. Now, this is a guitar. I'm already anticipating it not getting a lot of views because it's very similar to one that I pretty much just reviewed that, in my opinion, the video flopped despite being a really cool guitar. But I actually found this one the day that I was making the video for that other one. And I bought it because it kind of, destroyed the whole system that I had made in helping people understand these models. And what I mean by that is I separated these into 3 separate generations. Thankfully, I saw this one in time that I could modify what I was talking about with slight prototypes. So I definitely still need to contact Gibson about this one, see if I can get any type of information from them. But I think I stumbled upon something incredibly rare today. So let's see what's inside. Another Purple Widow. But this does not fit within generation 1, 2, or 3 because this was made in 2010. And I'm not going to tell you all the other things that's different about this one in this video. You'll have to actually tune into the next episode when I do this. But I can tell the color's a little bit different, but the specs are completely different, and it predates any other run of the colored Widows. So when I saw this, it's like, yeah, I need to document this because there's some freaky stuff going on here. Serial number 16, huh? So I guess it kind of stinks that I bought that other purple one because, yeah, kind of boring documenting the same color twice, but I think you guys will appreciate the differences and what that actually means. Now let's move over to this one, a guitar I was forced to buy. No, I mean, forced, it wasn't like, you have to buy this or you will die, but it was strongly suggested to me. I think I'm gonna save the rest of that story for the review and demo because I think it's a click-enticing title for it. But this is a model that I knew existed, but it wasn't something I was ever really interested in until the guy showed me the photos of the control cavity. And it's at that point that I realized everybody has misjudged this model or doesn't realize just how special it is. Well, let's see here. It's a double boxing situation. Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, is it better to open up the other box inside the box or take the other box out? I think I'll do it this way. So what could be lurking inside this relatively generic Stratocaster looking like case? Is it a Fender Friday episode? Nope, sorry, I'd have to disappoint you with that. It's the Gibson GK55. Now, I did some looking, and I think there's only one other video of this guitar even out there. And with that other SG that has the double cream Dirty Fingers review looming very soon, I thought it was very suiting that I found one of these around the same time. Now, honestly, this is looking a little bit cleaner than was described to me, so I'm happy about that. We've definitely got more fretwear than I was expecting though, so I think it kind of evens itself out. But this is a model that not everybody really knows about. But it was a bolt-on neck Gibson from the late 70s that was made in Kalamazoo. So I will teach you all about this guitar and how it feels to play it. Wow, this is significantly different than I thought it was going to be. And there really is a secret hiding within this guitar that I did not even realize. I like how these lid straps are essentially worthless. They don't actually hold the lid up and they're not even broken. Now there's this one. I don't think I can really talk you through what's in this. I mean, as always, I buy so much stuff, I kind of know what to expect, but I don't know when they're gonna get here and whatnot, because, if I buy it from my place in California, it's gonna take almost a week to get here, versus stuff that, if it's close to me, it could arrive just in one day. But I've been pretty happy with finding all these little models that I haven't reviewed before. Because that's what I like doing. I like reviewing new models. And it's fun to review the various colors within the models, but it's not as entertaining to watch for you guys. So I'm always on the lookout for new. Huh. So looking at here, it would be like a fairly modern case. Just want to take a second to say, whoever packed this, fantastic job. Oh, I remember now. It's kind of funny that I mentioned the different colors of a model that I've already reviewed, because that's what this is. But I promise, it's a little bit different this time, guys. This was a signature guitar released a year ago, and I found one by Gibson Dependable, like pre-release date, that was parted out, so I just kind of pieced it back together for the most part. I didn't quite have all the proper parts, so I thought, hey, why not? We can take another look at this model. Man, this guy definitely watches my show. And I know that for a fact. You did a great job. So this is the Billy Joe Les Paul Jr. from Green Day that was done up in 2018. I had initially done, I think they called it Sonic Blue, and this is Maraschino Cherry. Wow, he even took the time to take the bottom strap button off. But he had contacted me asking me what would be the best guitar for me to sell. He had paid for a market evaluation on his guitars that I offer on my website. So I evaluated the guitars he was selling. I told him which ones would sell the quickest and for what prices. And I saw that he had dropped this one down even below what I told him he could sell it for. So I was like, man, I'll give you an offer for that one. And he ended up accepting it. And it worked out for him because I think he wanted to buy a different guitar or something like that. But I finally get to review one that has the proper pickguard. My old one, I refused to pay a scalper $130 for this when it was brand new. They still have it for sale yet today, so I think I won out in the end. But that was the big controversial thing for this model. It was a junior with a humbucker with a strange looking pickguard. But as this, continues to age, I kind of like it even better because it's what makes this guitar ultimately unique. And it's just kind of a little bit goofy looking. I like it. And despite UPS telling me that my favorite baritone guitar would be delivered today, judging by the tracking status of 11:03 a.m. still being in Kentucky, I don't think it's gonna make it to Ohio today because it's currently about 4 o'clock. Oh boy. This is quite the large box here. A little bit too large to ship a guitar, but hey, I bet we have a bunch of free packing materials now, but unfortunately it looks like it's gonna be a big mess. Wish me luck. These are the pack jobs I really don't like. They're secure, but they sure do make a mess when you do a side loader with peanuts. Top loaders with peanuts, yeah, that's one thing. It's pretty easy just to scoop them out. Oh, well, that's a nice surprise within all this. I thought it was going to be a big rectangle case. This won't be so bad after all. It's a Gen 3 chainsaw. Now, I'm not positive, but I think this might be an SG. This one's kind of been sitting in the corner, and I've been thinking, what did I buy? Yep, it's an SG. So a lot of people, when I unboxed that last SG, when I said all the parts have been replaced, I probably wasn't going to review it. There were a lot of requests to at least do another 80s SG, so I picked this one up for that reason. And even if things don't pan out on this one for a review, I've just been trying to keep something in my reverb shop because people will message me like, where's all your stuff, man? Well, it's because I kind of switched from being a guitar dealer to a YouTuber, so it's a tough balance here between time and all that, but maybe we'll see a review on this one if I deem it worthy. And for our first one to box up here, what is it? It's the Frank Zappa SG. I asked you guys if you wanted me to re-review it. I had a few people that were like, yes, please do it. And I would, but I'm drowning in other guitars that I haven't reviewed before. And I listed it on Reverb, and once again, sold in 20 minutes. And it's not like I gave it a crazy good price. It was $3,500. Which, I don't know, maybe I was selling it too cheap. These things remind me of the Buckethead Les Pauls. You know, Gibson was really killing it around like 2010 through 2015 with all the really cool signature models. What I would consider obscure and like niche artists. So things like Buckethead, Frank Zappa, they have a huge following, and their signature guitars were so limited and never produced again that the prices just keep going whoop. And it just amazes me at how much people will pay for these. I saw on Reverb's thing that somebody actually paid $6,000 for a mint one, so who knows, maybe I did sell this for half price. So who knows, maybe in a year or so I'll get another one and we'll re-review it, but until then, this guy needs to go to California. Our next one to pack up is that Michael Clifford signature Melody Maker truss rod cover. I was surprised just how many people actually wanted this thing just by posting about it in the last video. Unfortunately, it was kind of a first come first serve of who made it to the listing in time, but let's go ahead and get this packed up. Our next item to pack up here are the DiMarzio transition humbuckers. Now, if you remember, I got these out of that Lizzie Hale Signature Explorer because somebody upgraded it. Honestly, I think these things sounded fantastic. I actually put one of these in that Somnium guitar and it sounded great. Closer to my taste than the other stock pickups that were in that thing. Well, speaking of that Lizzie Hale Explorer, I should probably get around to reviewing that one. I did a video when I swapped these out, but there's still a little bit of a grounding hum, and that's kind of why it's just been put on the back burner, but I guess I should probably get around to doing that. So thank you, Troglodytes, for tuning into this unboxing boxing day, and we will see you tomorrow with a freaky explorer. Take care.